One night to be confused, one night to speak.
Out in the garden where we planted the seeds, there is a tree as old as me. Branches were sold by the color of green. The ground had a rose then past its knees. It's time.
As part of its contribution to humanitarian causes, Land Rover is donating 60 vehicles to the Red Cross. 3 of them will come here to South Africa. I'm travelling to a remote area of the Drakensberg Mountains in the Eastern Cape to find out what the gift will mean to the work of this aid organisation.
Hi, Miriam.
It's very good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Meeting me today is Elizabeth from the Red Cross. It's her job to support those living with HIV in KwaZulu-Natal province by providing home-based care with the help of community volunteers. But this is a remote part of the world where communication is difficult. Elizabeth, what is the extent of HIV/AIDS in this region?
Oh, it's very bad, but there are areas that we can't reach, that we don't even know the statistics. It's hard to get those people because of the vast areas.
What are the roads like?
The roads are very bad. We have to climb the mountains to reach those people. So there is no road at all. There is no transport in some of the areas. I have to walk to reach those people.
How important is this Red Cross project to the people in the region?
It's very important because people are getting information from Red Cross. People are getting support from Red Cross. People are now knowing, going to the clinics because of Red Cross. They know every day that somebody from Red Cross is going to knock at the door, come and help.
How have families been impacted by HIV/AIDS here?
It's very bad because people lose their children, people lost their families, their husbands, orphans. We got lots and lots of orphans, and every day the number is increasing.
What is it going to mean for you and your work to have a Land Rover to get into these remote areas?
It will be a great help because now we are going to reach more people. We are going to reach even those people who are in mountains, those people who are far from the clinics, far from towns, far from anything. We are the one who are going to reach those people as Red Cross. We are going to help those people now.
Hello. Elizabeth takes me to the home of a young woman called Hélène, who is HIV positive.
Hi.
She's been living with the virus for over 10 years now. How has the Red Cross helped you?
Red Cross nthusitse haholo ka diva a nthusa le ka grocery a mpha dijo gore ke je bane ke lapa haholo a nthusa ka dijo ka ja thusa le bana ba malome wa ka bana le dintho tsa ho hlapa ba di fumana Red Cross.
Your uncle died from AIDS, is that right? Has the Red Cross helped in reducing the stigma in remote communities like yours from HIV/AIDS?
Ee, ke ntho a etsang hore wa re thusa hore batho ba rate ba kgothatsa haholo hore batho motho le mo nke jwalo ka motho e mong hore na status sa hae se jwang le mo tshware jwalo ka motho e mong le e mong.
Are you afraid for the future?
Ha ke na letswalo la hore na ke tla phela nako e kae. Ka fela dipono ke na le tsona tsa hore ke tla phela nako e telele hoba ha ke ja treatment ya ka hantle.
KwaZulu-Natal is struggling to cope with the overwhelming effect of the HIV pandemic on people's lives. The province has the lowest life expectancy at birth in South Africa, 42 years old for men and 45 for women. David Stevens is the National Health and Care Coordinator for the South African Red Cross Society. What is the extent of HIV/AIDS in South Africa?
Wow. South Africa has the highest number of people living with HIV/AIDS in the world, 5.6 million people.
Why is it spreading?
Poverty is the underlying factor. There's food shortages, there is a high unemployment rate. Sex probably is one of the only enjoyments people may have in some poor communities. And the use of condoms is in some cultures is not really acceptable. And so that has increased also the infection rate among certain communities.
And what is access to medication like?
In remote communities such as these, where your access is limited.
But you have been working without a vehicle. How difficult has your work been?
Our volunteers and our facilitators have been walking the roads, up the hills, up the mountains, down the valleys for a number of years now. I mean, and it's so slow to get there. Take, for instance, if they have 10 clients stretched out in the area of 15 kilometers, they have to walk that 15 kilometers. And getting from patient to patient takes them the whole day. Sometimes it gets so cold, you have ice on these mountains, you've got snow on the mountains. It gets so hot in this area to 36 to 39 degrees, and they have to walk. And so, yeah, it has been a difficult time. We could not be too effective. We could have reached more people.
From up here, you get a real sense of just how vast this region is. The Drakensberg Mountains stretch for 1,000 kilometers. A Land Rover will help the Red Cross get to the many isolated communities which populate them. Because to help and to teach people about HIV/AIDS, they first have to be reached.
One night to be confused, one night to speed up truth.